Thank you. Frame 5, Judd Trump to break.
Welcome back everyone to Live World Snooker.tv and the concluding section of this last 64 match in the Betfair German Masters at the Tempodrome in the German capital Berlin. At the moment, everything going according to plan, everything going according to the form book, because Judd Trump leads James Wattana 3-1. Trump's already made breaks of 141, the highest of the televised phase thus far, 46 and 85. Wattana's sole success came in a scrappy third frame. Well, red missed, but no great damage done, as I'm sure was the intention. Some more scorelines to tell you about. Zhao Guodong has recovered from 2-0 down to draw level with Kurt Mafflin at 2-2. They're currently on mid-session interval. That's also the case. Matthew Stevens and Jamie Burnett. Burnett won the first, Stevens the next three. So looking good for the former UK and Masters champion. And it's also looking mighty good for Barry Hawkins. He's established a 4-0 lead over Dutchewat Poomjang. But the story of the night, that of the Scottish amateur Fraser Patrick, only in the tournament as a substitute because not all of the world's top 96 players on the circuit took their place. He's 3-1 up on Ali Carter. Now that was a good pot from Wattana. Just a little perturbed that the cue ball ran on maybe an inch or so more than ideal, and cutting back into a blind pocket never easy. Well, he just marginally overcut the black there. It actually grazed the cushion as it went by, but it was played at such delicate speed, the pocket accepted the black anyway.
9.
And now this undoubtedly his premier scoring chance of the match so far.
$16. $17.
One footnote on the Fraser Patrick Ali Carter match. Patrick actually took a 3-1 lead, aided by a century break of exactly 100 in frame 4.
25. 32.
Well, this is Wattana's highest break of the contest so far.
30.
And when he was in his prime, from this kind of position, he was deadly. In and around the black, in and around the high value colours, time and time again, he scored really heavily. Not so this time though. Again, it's that power shot that's proved his undoing.
James Wattana, 30.
When he puts extra power into the cue ball, the back arm swings back and clearly it's not on line. But neither was that from Trump. Now asking for the cue ball to be cleaned. Maybe Wattana detected a poor contact. Trump looking to see whether he can squeeze the cue ball past the brown to pot the red that Wattana has just missed. But there's no path through. Mind you, I think the alternative worked pretty well. Fantastic pot. Neither player happy with the contacts or the contacts they're getting
6.
between cue ball and object ball. Again asking the referee Michaela Tab to clean the white. It really is annoying when you get a series of kicks and they gradually undermine a player's confidence.
Seven.
Well, who would have thought that Trump could possibly have found that gap?
12.
It just didn't seem wide enough. That's the scene here at the Tempodrome. And there's Ali Carter just starting back out on table 3 in a world of trouble against Fraser Patrick. 3-1 down
12.
in a match. It was just widely assumed he would win routinely. He could still win it, of course, but it won't be routinely. 5 frames left for Carter, needs to win 4 of them. Did not intend the secondary contact on the pink. Red left a middle.
1.
Nowhere near the player he was, Wattana. It's hard to explain unless you were there, just the impact he had on Thailand as a whole. He was one of the country's most visible and most beloved sporting heroes in the late 80s, right through most of the 90s.
7.
When he beat Steve Davis in that 1994 Thailand Open final. Wattana went ahead like a hare, making 3 very big century breaks early on.
12.
Davis came back, but Wattana just about got the verdict.
13.
It was estimated that match was watched by around 20 million people on Thai television. Approximately 1/3 of the population of that country at the time. Everywhere you went it was snooker. Clubs were going
18.
up all over the place, not just in the big cities but in the rural areas as well.
Judd, 18.
And who knows, maybe Wattana has got something left in the tank.
One.
Known in Bangkok, known in Thailand as Tong Si Choi. His official Thai name is Wattana Pu Ob Orm. James Wattana is the anglicised version.
Four. Five.
Needs a little angle on the blue, and he's got it. Just punching down for a choice of 2 reds. Actually, he's dropped a little short of where he wanted to be.
10. Eleven.
The blue will put Wattana 19 ahead. So regardless of what value colour he takes off the penultimate red, he will need the awkward last red on that side
16.
cushion. And
James
what a lapse
Wattana,
in
16.
concentration. Trying to go up for ball colours to dislodge the awkward red from the side cushion. He forgot about the red he was trying to pot. Very good from Trump. Not just well executed, well conceived. Further proof of what I was saying before the interval, that tactically he's improving all the time. Not recommended from Wattana. You have to think Trump will pop the red, play the snooker in behind the pink.
One.
Oh well, didn't realise he could get that much action on the cue ball. No, this is an authentic chance to clear up. And then he suffers an absolutely
Judd Trump one.
awful kick, much like Wattana suffered in frame 2. Do you see how the pink straightened? Caught it thin enough to pot it, but the laws of physics there, well, they were warped.
One.
Still, though, Wattana work to do to get across the line. The blue preventing him from making a direct contact with the pink.
James Wattana one.
Well, it was always asking a lot to pot the yellow. In fairness, with the pink as it is, he knew that unless he overcut the yellow, he wasn't really going to leave it. But a smashing shot from Trump again. Just a few moments, he's laid a cracking snooker.
Fail and a miss. Judd Trump 4. Free ball.
Wattana fails with the escape, and worse still, leaves a free ball. Now, even though the pink is over the pocket, Trump has to decide whether it's worth taking it on and risk dropping on the yellow
Pink.
against putting the cue ball back. Position there was by no means guaranteed. I thought he'd give serious consideration to having the cue ball replaced.
2.
Placed himself in a snooker of his own making. And now from here, Wattana really should wrap up the frame. Already 13 ahead, so just needs yellow, green and brown.
Two. Five.
Nicely played.
Nine.
Well, the veteran from Thailand is not going down without a fight.
$14.
Much like the third frame which he won, it's been a rather scrappy affair. Trump is doing the bulk of the break building,
And the frame.
pretty much all of the heavy scoring. But Wattana remains on the world number 2's coattails. Judd Trump 3, James Wattana 2. Now this is a last 64 match. But on the other 4 tables in this Tempodrome tonight, we have last 32 contests. Although he's not quite there yet, it looks as though Zhao Guodong is going to take a 3-2 lead over Norway's Kurt Maflin. That after trailing 2-0. We told you that Ali Carter was in a spot of bother at the mid-session interval, trailing Fraser Patrick 3-1. Well, Carter has convincingly won the 5th frame, so 3-2 to Patrick there. Matthew Stevens and Jamie Burnett, they've restarted after their mid-session interval. 3-1 Stevens. And on table 5, Barry Hawkins targeting a whitewash against Dechiwat Poomjang. On course for that because he's 4-0 ahead. Three sessions for you tomorrow on liveworldsnooker.tv. 9 o'clock, 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock British time. 10 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon and 8 o'clock in the evening, local time here in Berlin. Not quite sure yet of the lineup. So many interesting and appealing matches. I'm not going to predict who's going to make their way onto this main table.
Frame 6, James Wattana Tippett.
Now suddenly, if Wattana can possibly win this frame, considering his recent failures, I think Trump would feel under a mountain of pressure. Win this frame, and Trump again has a modicum of breathing space.
Judd Trump 1.
Got down to play that one rather hastily. Missed the brown. And Wattana, with all of his experience, must be sensing that things might be turning around.
1.
Needed a full ball kiss on the red he made contact with, but it was only a glancing blow. Now I wonder, will he be tempted by the shot to nothing double to the left-hand middle pocket? He was, and it's there.
9.
Well, he didn't play it as a shot to nothing. Quietly stroked it in, nicely on the black. Also nicely on the pink. Options. And the whole feel of this match in the last 10 minutes or so has changed around.
15. Let
me quickly tell you that Zhao Guodong indeed has taken a 3-2 lead over Kurt Maflin. It was at the snooker's required stage the last time I told you. And so the Chinese player has gone in front.
$20. 21.
Wattana's
28.
break building so far has been modest. Highest break at this stage, only 33.
29.
I was about to say here, a chance to put that to rights, but that's a poor positional shot. Well, did well not just with the pot, but also to avoid the pink on the way into bulk, and the colours on the way out of it.
33.
Now back where he wants to be, top of the table. And then,
James Wattana.
inexplicably, overcuts what was a routine red. The only positive about what was a big negative there is that at least he didn't leave the red in question. In fact, he's left nothing at all. Played it as a shot to nothing.
One.
Both aspects of the shot worked out. The pot and the cue ball deep in bulk for safety. Well, if Trump ever thought this was going to be a walk in the park, those thoughts have to be revised. Can't imagine he did. He knows just how capable Wattana has been and what the man's CV
James Wattana 1.
entails. Now Trump cued that one really well, but not quite well enough. Missing the red was bad enough, leaving it on much, much worse. And from here, Wattana has the platform to tie the scores at 3-3.
One.
Another score update for you. The applause that greeted Matthew Stevens taking a 4-1 lead over Jamie Burnett. Stevens has won 4 frames on the trot there after losing the opener.
Eight.
That's the shot of the previous frame, where rather than have the cue ball replaced, he chose to take
9.
the free ball, pink, and ended up snookering himself.
Fourteen.
Now taking on the plant Wattana, even though it's set towards the left-hand jaw.
15.
Made it with no fuss though.
20.
Does he hole for the black here? Because if he does, that will be enough to put him over the
21.
line in the frame. Couldn't hole for the black. But the brown and one more red will do exactly the same. Leave trump requiring snookers.
25.
Wow.
26. 33.
Who would have thought this at 3-1 at the mid-session interval? James Wattana has won both frames since. Numerically quite convincing in the sixth. Trump potted a single red. And James Wattana has drawn level at 3 frames each. Given his form this season, a victory here tonight for Wattana would be nothing short of astounding. He's done nothing of note throughout the campaign. He certainly hasn't beaten anyone of Trump's stature for quite some time now, a number of years. His best performance of the season, final qualifying round of the Australian Goldfields Open. Lately, nothing at all. Beaten in his first match in the World Open qualifiers and the China Open qualifiers. Lost in the last 64 of the UK Championship, 6-5 to Ben Wollaston. Lost his first match in the International Championship to fellow Thai, Thepchaya Unnu. First round defeat by Aditya Mehta in the Shanghai Masters qualifiers. As it was in the Wuxi Classic by the same opponent. He came nowhere near to qualifying for the PTC Grand Finals either.
Judd Trump to break.
So if Wattana could claim Trump's scalp over the next 2 or 3 frames, wow, what an upset. Where's the stray red going? It's going close to a middle pocket. Now can Trump get past the brown to pot it? From his body language, no.
Foul in a miss. James Wattana 4.
Well, the cue ball stopped just short and just wide of the Reds. So 4 points given away. And inevitably, the white replaced. This time the white has got more pace in it. So much so, in fact, that Wattana, even though it's awkward bridging, has actually been left a red. Judd Trump started out tonight with 141 total clearance and then made 85 for a 3-1 lead at the interval. Who could have foreseen this coming? What did I say?
16.
With that old sporting cliche.
17.
Form is temporary, class is permanent, and no one in snooker would ever doubt that James Wattana has class in abundance. No form, bags of class.
22. $23.
And you can trace all of this back to when Trump, with a golden chance to make it 4-1, was very unlucky to have a thunderous kick on a pink. He was also unlucky a little while later in that frame to snooker himself, having potted the pink as a free ball, snookered himself on the yellow. Wattana from that got in and potted yellow, green and brown to go across the line and make it 3-2 before comfortably winning frame 6. And now
30.
He's in charge of the 7th as well. Lots of competitive matches tonight for you. Zhao Guodong and Kurt Mafflin now 3-3. Same scoreline on table 3 between Ali Carter and Fraser Patrick. Carter coming back from 3-1 down at the interval to draw level. Still 4-1 for Matthew Stevens over Jamie Burnett. Still 4-0 for Barry Hawkins over Dachuot Poomjang. Now that wasn't the best from Wattana. Hit the black into the
45.
thick half of the pocket, which reduced the roll on the cue ball.
46.
But he recovers. He'll just dab down now off the blue for the red at the apex of the bunch. And you have to think, more than likely, Wattana is going
51.
to take a 4-3 lead. Judd Trump with his back pressed firmly against the wall.
52.
The break goes to 58. Wattana's advantage increases to 62 points. Either pink or black and one more red. Well, it's not going to be easy from there. Tantalising. He needs one more pot.
65.
75 on the table. Wattana 69 in front. Well, Wattana has always been one of the world's premier middle pocket potters, and there you saw why. The outcome of this frame, guaranteed.
70.
Wattana's going to win it. He's going to lead. Can he win it with a century break? Can't remember the last time he made one on TV.
$80. 81. $88. 89.
It's like the clocks have been turned back 20 years.
$96.
When he won the International Championship in November, Judd Trump briefly rose to the top of the world rankings. Seemed to have the world at his feet. Since then, though, it's been a succession of defeats, a succession of surprise defeats. Will this be another? Vintage. Well done, James Wattana.
$105.
Are we going to see another big clearance?
112. Yes.
No clearance, the break ends at 112, but what an effort from James Wattana. 43 years of age, well past his prime, and yet he's on the verge of beating Judd Trump in what would, for me, be the biggest upset of the season so far. James Wattana of Thailand leads England's Judd Trump 4-3. Now Wattana leaving the arena gives us the opportunity to give you the very latest scores from around this Tempodrome auditorium. Zhao Guodong and Kurt Mafflin 3-3. Mafflin led 2-0. Zhao led 3-2. Mafflin won frame 6. It's also 3-3. Fraser Patrick against Ali Carter. And I can tell you the amateur from Scotland, Patrick, has established a 36 points to 1 advantage early in frame number 7. Worth monitoring that one. Matthew Stevens, he leads Jamie Burnett 4-1. That after losing the first frame. And Barry Hawkins is now 4-1 up on Dechuot Boomjang. It was 4-0 to Hawkins. Boomjang avoided the whitewash by winning a rather low-scoring, scrappy 5th frame. Now you might be wondering how these matches will affect the draw. Well, if Wattana does beat Trump, his reward is a last 32 meeting with Anthony Hamilton tomorrow afternoon. And I'm sure if Hamilton does play Wattana, while he would never admit it, he would be pleasantly surprised, because in his mind Hamilton would be gearing up for a contest against that man Judd Trump. Trump, of course, well capable of getting the verdict. He needs to win the closing 2 frames. It's all a matter of whether he can deal with the pressure. Now there's Ali Carter nicely in amongst the balls, it would seem.
James Wattana to break.
Trying to hit the front against Fraser Patrick for the first time this evening. Good start from Trump.
1.
Pressure ball though, the green. Not the cleanest of pots, in off that left-hand jaw.
5.
Ideally, Trump would like to remove the red just to the right of the black. But he will have to bide his time in that regard. Well, the angle's there, perhaps now.
10.
No guarantees where the black's going after this, though.
11.
It's worked out not too badly. Although the pot on the black is by no means certain.
$18. 90.
Like all of the great players, Trump has a knack of making something from nothing. That's what he was trying to do here, but loss of cue ball.
26. Judd Trump, 26.
Well, it's a reasonable start. But Trump will have itchy feet. He will be desperate to get back to the table and desperate to avoid what would be a morale boosting or a morale sapping defeat. Won't compromise his normal attacking style, although in fairness to Trump there, I think he realised that he could pop the red and weave the cue ball through and take it back into bulk. Playing with small tolerances though. Speculative double from Wattana, and the really went for is the one that Trump is going for. Lucky there. Ali Carter has just made an 84 break. He's in front in his match against Fraser Patrick for the first time this evening. 4-3 ahead after trailing 3-1. All getting a little ragged from Trump. Showing telltale signs of nervousness. The tension most certainly is there. In the autumn, played superbly to win the International Championship. Beat Mark Allen 6-5 in the quarterfinals, trounced Peter Ebden 9-1 in the semi-finals, and then out came Neil Robertson 10-8 for the title. Trump also won in Bulgaria on the PTC Tour, beating John Higgins in the final there. Since then, though, not good. Lost his first match in the UK Championship, very surprisingly, 6-5 to Mark Joyce, a qualifier. In the Championship League, he was eliminated in Group 4, and in the Masters, after a terrible performance, lost 6-1 to Graham Dott in the quarterfinals. Is this going to be another reverse?
Seven. Eight.
The kiss was unintended. Position surrendered.
Pink. James Wattana 8. Foul and a miss. James Wattana 4.
Foul and a miss, naturally called by the referee Michaela Tabb, but that could have been a whole lot more disruptive. The kiss on the green actually didn't do
Back.
Trump any harm whatsoever. Michaela being requested to replace the ball, so she has to put the green back where it was, and also the white, which is the most important thing. There's Ali Carter. Has he weathered the storm? 3-1 down to Fraser Patrick, the amateur. Now 4-3 ahead right at the start of frame 8.
Yeah.
That's Kurt Mafflin from Norway. 3-3 with Zhao Guodong, although almost certainly Zhao is going to take a 4-3 lead because he's 68 points ahead in frame 7 with only 4 reds left. Now that is what Trump intended to do from the get-go. He looks concerned, doesn't he? And with every justification. Wattana looks determined. pot.
1.
By the way, the burst of applause you might have heard a couple of minutes ago, that was for Matthew Stevens, who's beaten Jamie Burnett 5-1. Stevens through to the last 16 to play Mark King or Stephen Maguire tomorrow night.
Seven. 12. 13.
Not a bad pot, short of position though. Wanted maybe 3 more inches of roll on the cue ball. The pot on the blue, of course, is as routine as you like, but no angle to come down to the reds. Wattana, the only tie involved this evening, and Poomjang putting up quite a fight against Barry Hawkins.
18.
It was 4-0 to Hawkins, now it's 4-2. Poomjang clearing brown to black to snatch frame 6 and stay alive. Well, another fine pot from Wattana. I suppose a shade unlucky not to drop on a colour. There's no doubt, with every ball that Wattana pots, the pressure on Trump's shoulders intensifies.
James Wattana 90. Thank you.
Trump's got to think positive thoughts. Came back from 5-3 down and within 2 balls of defeat to beat Barry Hawkins in the last 16 of the Masters at Alexandra Palace a couple of weeks ago. Hawkins, though, did facilitate that comeback by missing the blue, but on the verge of victory. Now that was definitely upper body movement. You saw the shoulder come into that shot, caught it too thick. And now this is the opportunity that Trump has been looking for.
Eight. 9.
10. 10 in front.
15.
So regardless of the value of the colours that Trump pots off these two open reds, this one and the one on the
16.
ball line, he will need the orchid red on the left-hand side cushion.
Twenty. $24.
Try to avoid the green. It's a useful lead, this though, especially with green and blue.
28. Judd Trump 28. Thank you. That's fine, thank you.
Well, everyone cheers, but that was a fluke. He did not play that.
Yellow ball.
Now you might think that Wattana might try and nestle the cue ball in behind the brown. Not so.
James Wattana 1.
I think he went for that knowing full well that even if he missed and left Trump on, Trump still needs yellow and green. It was a good plan, just not quite enough pace in the cue ball. Just to repeat, Trump's lead here, healthy, where green and blue are situated. And now Trump has the opportunity to lay a really good snooker in behind green. Opportunity taken. If the yellow stops close to the black, what a nightmarish snooker. Remember, if Wattana misses the yellow, he could still just about win. But if he missed the yellow and made contact with the black, he would need a snooker. Superb escape. Our view of it was blocked, unfortunately, by the referee, Michaela Tab. Still, though, magnificent. And even if he's left the yellow, which I'm not sure he has, Trump, crucially, has to plot the green in addition. There it is. Well done. Well, it's borderline whether Trump can get through to pot the yellow. And from where he is, I think it's extremely unlikely he can get any kind of position on the green. Oh, another fluke. Not exactly vitally important, mind you. That fluke, much more significant potentially. That's okay, as far as Wattana is concerned. No harm done. Let me quickly tell you, Trump's trying to force a deciding frame here. Kurt Mafflin has on table 2. Judd 4, Kurt Mafflin 4.
Green.
I thought I heard a rather clunky sound when cue ball made contact with the green there. James Wattana heard it as well, and that's why he's getting the green cleaned. This is a thin cut if he's going to try and pot it. And of course, if you have a kick, every time the object ball straightens. Oh, so close! Not just to the pot, but he's got the blue into open play as well. Now though, Trump, the simplest of tasks to pot the green, to go 27 ahead with 22 on.
3.
No positional ambition there. As it stands, Wattana needs 2 4-point penalty snookers. Trump won't be rolling the brown over the pocket, because if he does, Wattana will pot it and then try and get 1 5-point penalty snooker on the brown. All of that's immaterial now. We are going the distance.
Twelve and a frame.
It's a match of 2 halves, this. Good quality stuff at times before the interval. Breaks of 141 and 85 from Trump. The quality dipped in the second half, but the drama level increased. Judd Trump 4, James Wattana 4. The decider coming up here on liveworldsnooker.tv. It's also a decider between Zhao Guodong and Kurt Mafflin in a match where the momentum has ebbed and flowed. Mafflin led 2-0. Zhao led 3-2 and 4-3. And yet again in a match between these two, it's a really tight conclusion. And talking of conclusions, over on table 3, it was a valiant effort from Fraser Patrick. We thought about a real shock result when he led 3-1 at the mid-session interval, but Ali Carter has brought his greater experience to bear, much greater experience. He's won the closing 4 frames. Ali Carter has beaten Fraser Patrick 5-3. Carter into the last 16, where he will play either Anthony Hamilton or the winner of this match. When I say this match, I mean the match on the main table. Trump or Wattana. Carter pleased with himself. A 3-1 down, he was facing a shock exit. Well, the sizable crowd here at the Tempodrome in Berlin have had their money's worth tonight. Lots of drama, lots of tight matches. Can James Wattana get across that line? It would be his best win by miles for many a year.
And to the final frame, Judd trumped to break.
We've asked the question about Wattana. Let's ask the question about Judd Trump. Can he get across the line and avoid what would be another black mark on his season? Wattana has played some wonderful snooker during his professional career when the pressure is high. Can he do so again? Will he get the chance to do so again?
One.
Quintessential shot to nothing from Trump. And that
Judd Trump
is very good indeed. The little dab in behind the ball colours when the cue ball is close to the ball cushion on the superfine match cloths. Tough to judge. Thankfully for Wattana, the pack was still pretty tightly bunched. Remember last year, Ronnie O'Sullivan was 4-0 down in his first match here. Came back to beat Andrew Higginson 5-4. Went from strength to strength. Went on to lift the trophy. If Trump can pass this examination, you could easily see an identical scenario. It's 20 to 11 local time. No one's leaving. Excellent from Wattana. Excellent. Not too shabby from Trump. Ideally would have liked to skate past the green, make no contact whatsoever. Well, that was one of those cases where the cue ball might have been better in off. As it's turned out, though, even though Trump was really worried, he might well have got away with this. That's the bullet there, he really has. Wattana attempted the cut. It was super fine. He was trusting to luck positionally, and he's not received a great amount. Let me quickly tell you another result. Barry Hawkins with a 76 break in frame 7 has beaten Dechawat Poomjang 5-2. Hawkins awaits the winner of tomorrow's match between Mark Allen and Dominic Dale in the last 16.
James Wattana 1.
No thought of potting the brown, just trying to get the cue ball in behind the yellow. So just 2 matches remain on the table. This one and Kurt Mafflin against Zhao Guodong, also in a decider. What a thunderous pot from Trump. Superb.
1.
Took it on because he knew he could negotiate the cue ball around all of the reds, back up towards balk. The pot was a bonus, and of course the brown to follow. One good positional shot here, and this could be the chance he's been craving. That qualifies as good. Very good.
5.
Red's nicely open, a selection of high value colours just waiting to be potted. Barring kicks, it's a matter of
6.
holding his nerve. Much easier said than done.
Thirteen. 14.
'So tense, so nail-biting on the very first evening of the tournament.
$20. 25. 26.
Just keeping it simple. Establishing as big a lead as possible. But I don't know about you, it's been the kind of match where I wouldn't be surprised if there was another twist yet.
32.
Now here getting the pink back on its spot really helps matters. But that positional shot doesn't.
38.
Awkward bridging on one red, too close to the other when you're cutting back into a blind pocket.
$39.
Well done from Trump. 2 straight on the blue. He's guaranteed a mid-range pot. Now if this one goes in and position is obtained, you
44.
have to think he'll go on and win.
45.
Not the cleanest, was it? I can tell you that Kurt Mafflin is going to be Zhao Guodong on table 2. Currently on a 79 break.
51.
In an unassailable lead. He's going to be, I believe, the first player ever to represent Norway to reach the last 16 of a world ranking event, so congratulations for that. What about here though? Trump needed angle on the pink. Doesn't appear to have it.
$57.
Just the red. And Wattana, after his brave effort, will need a snooker.
58.
In fact, he'll need a couple of them. And if this next red goes in, it is over.
62.
Kurt Mafflin has beaten
63.
Zhao Guodong. And for all intents and purposes, Judd Trump, after being fully extended by a 3-time world ranking event winner and a former world number 3, he's going to come through as well.
70. $71.
Well, he started with a century break.
78.
Can he finish with one?
79.
It would be his 50th of the season. And all those century breaks are very nice. Winning a decider with a single chance after potting a really good opening red. That's even better.
88. $91. 95. 100. 106. 106.
What a way for Judd Trump to finish. He's made 50 century breaks this season, by far the earliest ever to arrive at that landmark, and now he's beaten James Wattana by 5 frames to 4. It was a brave, it was a valiant effort by the veteran from Thailand, but in the end, Judd Trump goes into the last 32. He's beaten James Wattana just by 5 frames to 4. Well, that concludes an absolutely cracking day of snooker here at the Betfair German Masters at the Tempodrome in Berlin. And don't worry, there's another one coming up tomorrow.